Yeah, and that's why I'm very careful with this platform, man. I think the most powerful thing you can get is influence, right? Because you have people on the receiving end. I remember my friend was telling me about a lucid dream he had. I didn't know what lucid meant. But he was saying that like he was at the cliff and there was like people jumping off the cliff or something. And there was people like coming up and he was trying to help people up. So he said he had two choices. Either you just like to force people, off the cliff, kill yourself slowly, through lifestyle or whatever. Or he could be a light to actually help people, right? And so I always think about that, man, because it's so easy to just get the influential money, you know what I mean, to get the brand deals if you just do, what's popular. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think because doing right is not always the popular thing. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's hard to stand out when you're trying to do, because people hit me up all the time. John, I seen this podcast. You should be doing this. Or I seen them having this forum. You should talk like this. Or I seen these people talk about this on their platform. But it's not what I was meant to do. It's not what I was called to do.
And it's not fair to your creator.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's cool for them to do that. But, like, it's reasons that whether you know it right now or whether you'll find out later that, like, God told me to do this way, and this is why he told me to do it.
Yeah, because I think it's hard for people to follow you when you're carbon copies of other people. I just follow the other people.
Well, it's hard for you to follow yourself. And it's going to be an identity crisis that you'll eventually hit because you can't be somebody else.
Yeah.
And you're thinking that you're not doing something right or you're not worth enough when you're not. No, that's just not you right now. Mm-hmm. That's not where you at.
Yep. That's what's up, man. That's a real good way to look at it. Because I think so many people, man, like they have the influence, man. And I think
hey, what's up? It's your boy TeflonJohn, and I would like to personally thank you for listening to this episode of the Art of Reinvention Podcast show. Follow us on social media on TikTok at the Reinvention Podcast, YouTube at the Art of Reinvention Talk Show, and Instagram at the Art of Reinvention Podcast. And you can hit us up at www.teflonjohn.com. That's John spelled John for all motivational content in Teflon
Don't push that on me, like, because a lot of people will push their title. They'll push what they want on you. And do that, and I jokingly tell them, like, feel the same way when you find out that I'm just Clark Kent and I'm not Superman.
Yeah.
Because that's what a lot of people will do on you, and I don't want that. Like, I don't want you to put your expectations and your titles on me. Like, I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. I'm going to try to be the best person I can be regardless. Mm-hmm. I appreciate, but I don't need all that. But that gives people influence to make them feel like that there's something else, or I'm this and I'm that because of what other people do. It's not necessarily that person, but people at the time can do that. But that comes and goes. Yep. So the same people, when they ain't rocking with you no more or whatever else, then they're giving that same thing that they gave to you to somebody else. So that's why it's important to know who you are.
Yeah.
So you move accordingly in that situation.
Yeah, and that goes back to self-awareness, because I respect the person that can stand by themselves.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you probably know people that from the inside of the circle, it looks like they're the one that's making the moves, blah, blah. But really, they don't move unless they get other people to agree.
And my significant other, her dad always like, man, you know everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's everybody. I'm like, a lot of people may know me. I know a lot of people. But come to my house any day out the week and see how many people you see me sitting with. Mm-hmm. It's me and my kids.
Yeah.
It's me and my significant other. I don't hang out around a lot of people. My peace is not with a whole lot of people. While I feel like it is my job to serve everybody, in my downtime, I just want to sit down and be at home. Now, even with this new job, it's tough because, yes, I go to work when I go to work, but when you do this job, I'm at work all the time.
Yeah.
Because if you're a community resource officer, every time you're in the community, I can't go into Walmart. If I go into Walmart and don't have the conversation, then I'm rude, right? I just really wanted to come and get a loaf of bread and go. But if, hey, Officer Thomas, hey, you seen this? I'm rude if I don't carry on that conversation.
Yeah.
So it's tough in that aspect of it too.
So what do you think? And I'm glad that you're on the platform, but people that may want to go that route, that may want to get into law enforcement, but somebody may be in their ear and there's maybe stigma of what their community, what the African American community may say to them. Like I've had the privilege of interviewing Anthony Andrews, right? He was a firefighter, so he tried to push he tries to push that. You know what I mean? So I got a feeling that there could be other kids that may want to travel that path. So what do you say to them or anybody that's interested?
Law enforcement, like any other thing, if you see the problem, be the solution. I didn't get in law enforcement where I saw the problem. I say that from an aspect of like, I didn't see like when I joined law enforcement that I'm going to make it such a great pace because the police brutality that's going on in the world, because I'm more of a did it happen to me type individual so that I can relate more. Then I can relate to it because I can speak firsthand. If someone's seeing that and they feel like that they can really help or join the police department, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
I say that because like if it's a piece of trash on the ground, a lot of people can walk past it. But if it's bugging you that much, like you sitting over there talking about, I can't believe all these people that walk past this trash and been here all day, it might just be meant for you to pick it up.
Yeah.
So if they're seeing law enforcement from that angle of like, this is what is wrong, like do something about it, because time waits for nobody.
Yeah.
You can be passionate about it. We got a lot of people, I think I was talking to you about it earlier, that's like we got people taking jobs, but they're not passionate about it. Like I wake up every morning and it's like, I get to do what I get to, this is a job, right? And I love it. But you don't have a lot of people that's passionate about their work. They going to get a paycheck.
Yep.
They going to get the day over with. As soon as it's over with, I'm gone. And that's it. I don't want to hear nothing about it or whatever. But when you passionate about it, find something that you're passionate about. If the way the police handle things don't set you, like, go apply. See what you got to do to apply. And apply. I love about being about it. Like, a lot of people talk, but, like, be the change that you want to be.
Got you. So do you look at your career, and now that you have an opportunity to like, okay, I'm gonna use this to change and empower? Like, what are your goals now that you're in that seat?
I'm scared. I just had an evaluation. And the evaluation said, you did an amazing job in just 2 years. Where do you see yourself in the next 3 years? And it's not necessarily I'm scared, like terrified, but I'm almost don't want to think too far that I mess up something vital right now.
Got you.
So it's a balance. Why I think it's always good to have a plan and to have a vision, I think it's also good to be like, every day I ask God, help me see you in everything. What's your plan for me today? Because like I think we all say, I want to do this and I want to do that. But to me, I visualize when people say walk with God, can you think about the first time you started walking and you just like taking it step by step? But then as you get comfortable walking, you just move at your speed. Well, now we comfortable walking or whatever, and then we turn around and like, where God at? And you might really miss out on something because he not there. Yeah. And I couldn't tell. I wouldn't. If you would have asked me this 3 years ago, I wouldn't have told you I was gonna be a police officer. So part of that kind of tells me that like, I don't know. I'm up for any challenge. I do believe like youth and family development is definitely my purpose. I definitely feel like using my platform, like it ain't my platform, it's God's platform. But that's hard. Because if I just, me making that statement right now, people judge you, right? God's platform. How you say God? You ain't, whatever. Like they gonna think every bad thing they can say about you, they're gonna say about you. But that's where I want to be, wherever he want me to be. And I want to be disciplined enough to be able to enjoy that. But that's hard.